Blessings and peace, blessings and peace, and welcome to the Ice Turner experience. It's something that you can't define, you can only experience. As of lately, as I'm beginning to become even the more aware of who I am and understanding my strengths and understanding my weaknesses, I'm beginning to realize that everything around me is there to just teach me something, either that I forgot about myself or something new about myself. And it helps me to reflect back in my days of growing up. And realizing certain things and realizing why there were certain difficulties for me. And, even as a teeny bopper, I was always, someone that always spoke their mind and was never really afraid to speak my mind. I was never really afraid to take action, which for a lot of reasons is a good thing. Of my own drum, the rhythm to my own tune. And that's always been the problem in life, I can say. I could say growing up, and even as of now, I've been popular by default. I always see myself as something different, and that in turn set me apart. And being set apart had you stand out from the crowd. See, a man is many things in one. Keyword man. He's a healer. He's a warrior. He's a builder. and he's a destroyer. See, the thing with about a coward is someone that wants to sit next to the warrior, wants to eat with him, wants to fellowship with him, wants to breathe his air, wants to be around his energy, all just to stick the sword in the side of him. Instead of being a man and dealing with him straightforward and direct. See, the purpose of my content is to encourage you to know your worth and the value of your strength, and for you to also identify your weaknesses, and not to pretend to live up to images of falsehood. See, we're all born males, but few of us actually do what it takes or have done what it takes to become a man. And that is the reason behind my notion to why most males remain preoccupied with trying to live up to the expectations of their facades. See, the thing about a facade is that it's a lie. And time is always against a lie. And the reason why it's against that is because keeping up with that facade is only going to exhibit your contradictions and your inability to live up to that facade. And I'm someone that really pays attention to everything. And as I told my boy said that, I see everything, I just don't look at everything. So when someone causes me to look at something, I begin to evaluate every aspect of their life. And once I look at their life, I can dissect their behavior. And what I discover is that I find that these guys have a sick pleasure in their deception because they have no level of righteousness in them. They look like someone that is overly consumed with their deception, their own lies, their own bitterness, and their own shame, and their own unresolved issues. And it makes you think, how are these guys managing families, handling relationships, maintaining a work and personal life balance? Makes you think how much mental and physical deterioration is taking shape in their lives. That's definitely something that consumes your energy. And you can tell by the conversation and how weak it is, their thought life and how weak it is. But they still have to function and maintain, or at least try. But in my opinion, I don't think that they're evil. Well, at least I like to believe that they're not evil. But there are most definitely spineless bastards who are too cowardly to admit how cowardly they actually are. Because the thing about fear, it makes you question your strength and see your frailties. And that is something that your ego, vanity, and emotions will not allow you to do. That is your lower nature, your Eve, your first mind. See, fear is something that is uncomfortable. And most males are exactly like the women they complain about, because they will rather settle for the convenience of a facade instead of searching out the balance and measurement of truth within themselves. See, it's not the woman's fault. The real problem is that you males don't know how to impress your reflection upon a woman, just like upon anyone in society. So you only know how to press your reflection onto a woman. And your lack of masculinity and power and influence all lies in that demand. See, real strength is in simplicity, not complications. There is no finesse to it. The eyes are the window of a man's soul. And I think that is the reason why most of you males can't even look a woman in her eyes and tell her the truth. In fact, you can't even look at a real man in his eyes and have a conversation with him. And the reason is because you need to feel certain that the illusion of your power the idea of your authority, your image, holds some type of influence over all situations, because it's the only way to minimize that fear that you experience. See, males play children's games on a battlefield. Men handle their business on the field. See, the psychology of being a coward, the effects thereof. See, when you take flight from a situation, you only decrease and deteriorate your masculine principle and strength. On the opposite side, you increase it. You add potency to your vibration. You add potency to your energy. You add potency to your influence. You add potency to your thinking. Your light just gets brighter. Based off of your bravery. See, a man that complains about things outside of him is a fool. A man that takes care of the things that is wrong about him, inside of him, is a man. The first aspect of leadership is How are you leading yourself to right standing? How are you leading yourself to principle? How are you leading yourself to truth? Most men can't afford to live in their truth. Excuse me, make that correction. All males can't afford to live in their truth. Men can. See, males are no different from the females that they complain about. See, when you complain about females, you have no power. You have no tenacity. I don't even complain about, even the powers that be, they say, right? Because I know how to manifest things in my life. I don't need to make complaints about women because I don't have expectations of women. I just have conversations that impress them enough to be a certain way around me. Just like anybody else. Man, woman, or child. Animal. See, when it said in the beginning of the Bible, the earth was dark, it was void, God spoke light into that. Now, looking at it from, universal perspective, you say, as below, so is above. As within, so is without. So from the macro perspective, he's talking about the universe. From the micro perspective, he's talking about the universe inside of you. He spoke life into that dark voidness. See, the key to basically running, the key to dealing, the key to thriving is to speak that light into you and become that light. See, cowardice is darkness. Bravery is light. And that is the apex of masculinity.